Josh, let's get the people what they need.
Absolutely, man. What's next on the agenda?
NBA is back, man. I think this is the longest the shortest time that a professional team has started back after ending their last season. NBA is back. I'm happy about it. I think that this is a disadvantage to the Lakers because they just won a championship. They came off that high. They did their little celebrations and whatnot. But I'm happy about it. Tell me what you think.
Man, I'm definitely happy about it. Because like you said, the NBA is back. And it's games on every single day. And it's probably like 2-3 at a time. You know, you got your different ways of watching different games because they all not televised. But like you said, the NBA is back. But I have to give you your credit. I give credit when credit is due. And I'm going to be a man up and say that the Rockets are looking better than the Wizards. But they are both second to last in their conference. They're both second to last, but the Rockets, they just look better. Like, they look good on paper, and they look good on the court. And like I said, I got to give credit when credit's due. But the Wizards, well, it's not the Wizards. Bradley Beal, he hooping. He leading the league in scoring at 34.9 points, which is 35 points.
Somebody got to do it.
No, somebody definitely got to do it. But I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting it to be him. But he putting that thing in a cup for sure, and it's looking good. Yeah. I just wish his teammates was on board to put them over that edge. Because, like I said, they're second to last in the conference, bro.
There's a lot of things that we wait for, Josh. See, this is the thing with you. You come on, the first thing you say is, I'm going to man up. I'm going to give you your credit
I'm a
where
man.
credit is due. But then you say, but. Then you say, but. I don't care what it is. There shouldn't be a but. Just give me my credit.
I gave you your credit, but we got to give Brad.
You did, but there was a but. There shouldn't be a but. So what I'm saying is, man, I get what you're saying, but our conversation didn't come from his teammates. Actually, it did come from the teammates, and I told you that his teammates and the people he had around him wasn't good enough. And you just said Thomas Bryant is this and some other people. I don't care about that, Josh.
Guys, they just got to form that bond. Once they get that chemistry, they're going to be good.
Being a great locker room guy does not always transfer over to the court. You gotta hoop, man. When that ball's right, you gotta hoop. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, Josh, I knew I was gonna be right. I didn't lose no sleep over this because I knew I was right and you were wrong. So what I'm saying is, you have to look at the Houston Rockets. You're saying the Houston Rockets, their record does not reflect on them. And the reason why I say that is because they had a player, a superstar, who did not want to be there. That wasn't the case when we had this conversation. We had no idea that James Harden wanted to be traded to the Nets before the season started. So I was going based off of him actually wanting to be there. We had a thought that he was going to be gone, right? Because Westbrook left. Yeah. We knew Westbrook was going to be gone. But we didn't know that he was going to really force his way out of Houston this year. So what I'm saying is, when I was giving my perspective, it was on the fact that James Harden was going to stay in Houston. So if he would have stayed there, he was bought into what he wanted to do, not partying in Atlanta with LeBron and all. That's another story. If he would have stayed there, was brought into the team, they would have been way better than what their record is because Houston is always in the top, right? James Harden, without Westbrook, that team was good. The Wizards, with or without John Wall, they never ever proved themselves to be a competing team, and I didn't think the addition of Westbrook was going to put them over the top because I don't think that Westbrook game complements Brad Beal.
Yeah, they are too. I
don't think it does.
Opposites, and like you said,
they're opposites. They're opposites, man. So, Josh, I knew I was going to be right. So I appreciate that. But what I want to talk about is another player, Steph Curry. To start the season, he's been struggling, right? He was struggling. He didn't have Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson injured. He got injured again. Draymond Green was already out. So my thing is, what I want to get into is the accountability when it comes to certain superstars, right? Because it's the same with Westbrook too, but we're going to focus on Steph right now. When it comes to certain superstars, we don't hold them to the same standard as the rest of superstars. Because when you're a superstar, you're a superstar, right?
At the end of the day.
We don't call LeBron James and Kevin Durant mega superstars.
They're just superstars. I definitely agree. Yep.
You're superstars, right? So I feel that you should be held to that same standard. And what I'm getting to is Steph Curry had a rough start to the season where he wasn't even averaging over 20. Like he came in with
the braids and the fade on the side. He was tripping, though. He was
come
tripping.
on now, man. I don't know what he was getting at with that, but he came in and I'm thinking Steph is finna tell the league up. Like honestly, that's what I thought. So my thing is, he came in, he wasn't holding his weight or putting his team in position. But when it comes, if you compare him to LeBron, and the reason why I'm comparing him to LeBron James is because when Steph is playing well and when Steph is doing Steph-like things, he's always compared to LeBron James. I remember there was a conversation where it was saying Steph was the best player in the NBA.
They tripping.
I don't care who wins MVP.
LeBron always going to be the best player. Yes.
LeBron James is always the best player. The only person that could be in that conversation with him is Kevin Durant. That's the only player.
I agree with that.
That's neither here or there. But my thing is just the accountability piece. I like Steph. I like Steph's game, but when he struggles, it's always an excuse. When LeBron struggles, he's not clutch.
Yeah.
He's not clutch. He's not this. He's not that. Oh, he's a cancer to his teams. They make every excuse to tear down LeBron James, whatever legacy, if that's what you want to call it. But when it comes to players like Steph and players like a Westbrook, there's always an excuse as to why they couldn't get it done. Now, Steph has been balling since the beginning of the year. He's been going crazy. I think his team is like a 500 team. But this is where I thought this team should have been at. I think that Steph needs to show that he can be a leader. He don't need to wait on Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. Steph needs to be Steph and get this team to where they should be at. If you got that championship pedigree, there's no reason why you should not at least compete for that last 8 position. I really think they could be a championship team. And what's your thought on what I just said as far as like the accountability piece with Steph and compared to other
I'm not going to lie to you. I agree with you 100%. Just because simple fact, like we both know Bron, our favorite player, and I'm going to use Bron as an example too. Yeah. And KD. Like as soon as they have a terrible night, and a terrible night might be like 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. That's their bad.
It's just a loss. That's what it's just a loss. They might
lose. You feel me? They get 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and they lose. That's just a terrible night for them. But if they do that, it's like, oh my God, LeBron, KD, like they're cancer to the team. Like they're not doing this. They're not showing up. Like they this, that, and the other.
Take them off. Take them off.
Right. Like they're terrible. Like they're not the best at all. And then, like you said, when Steph is playing average, or when I should say below average, they're like, oh, he's coming back off a hand injury. He doesn't have the guys around him. And it's like, come on now. Like don't do him like that. Like you said, like if he gonna be a superstar, treat him like one. Hold him accountable. And if he not playing good, be like, yo, he not playing good. Like he need to take them braids out his head and get his act together and start hooping at the end of the day.
It's funny you say that because once he
started hooping, bro. He went back to the old stuff, bro. Yes.
He went for 60, bro. Be yourself, man. You don't need to lie to kick, man. Like be yourself, Steph. Like we know who you are, we know what you're about. Be yourself, man. You're a good basketball player, great basketball player, might I say. But just be Steph. You don't need to step outside your box. We're not asking you to do that, man. Just be you. So that's my thoughts.
Yeah, no, for sure. But on the topic of LeBron James, they said if LeBron averaged 20 plus for the next 4 seasons, all-time leading scorer, bro, of the NBA. Next 4, and I know for sure he can do that easy. I feel like he can average 20. I say 24 plus for the next 4 years, easy.
You know what's funny about that, man? You say that, but people classified him as a passer. Pass first.
Yeah, for sure.
A pass first guy has the opportunity to become the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. Bro.
It's crazy, right? It always sounded real. Cause he passed first, but he's still getting 20 plus points, 10 assists, and like 8, 9 rebounds. Yeah. And that's a slight night. Like that's like he's just going out there. Let me pass first. I get mine later. I feel like Bron the type of player like he get going off passing the ball versus seeing the ball go through the rim first. You feel me?
Well,
like have you?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I think because I want to hit on your point. I think what it really is that when you know who you are as a player, there's nothing that can stop you from doing what you want to do.
For sure.
And what I mean by that is you can compare him to Magic Johnson and say, oh, he can't shoot, or oh, he's a pass first guy, like, and all of that. LeBron knows can't nobody guard him. LeBron knows that he can get to the free throw line anytime he wants to, whether he's going to make those free throws or not. And if LeBron just makes 90% of his free throws like a KD would, he probably will already be the leading scorer in the NBA, bro.
Oh, for sure.
He misses so many free throws. But at the end of the day, man, it's about, and I think what he struggled with early on was that he wanted to prove that he wasn't who he said he was.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's to the point to where he's like, I'm that dude, man. Can't nobody mess with me. And he's breaking all of these records in the NBA.
And like you said, I think that's what it took for him to tune in. Like, man, skip with what everybody else saying.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. When I step on the court, I'm that guy. I feel like he already had that swagger, but I feel like he took it to the next level because now it's like he out there. He don't care. Like if it's a game-winning shot on the line, like yeah, he might take it. But if he see a great shot, he gonna pass up his okay shot for a great shot. And people fault him for that. But that's just why they won a championship last year because he makes the right plays. He makes the right plays.
It's going to be the reason why he wins the championship this year. I think he's going to win the championship this year. We're not going to get into that. What I want to talk about is, let's go to Brooklyn real quick.
Hey, I was just about to say that.
Let's go to Brooklyn real
because
quick.
you saying championship, I was going to ask. So do you see them meeting up? Do you see them meeting up in the championship or what? You talk to me.
That's tough, man, because look, I think that the East and the West is as even as it's ever been.
Ever. Yes, I agree.
I think there's a balance between the East and the West. I think that KD and the Brooklyn Nets are going to have to compete with my MVP favorite out of the East, Joel Embiid, and the 76ers. Plus, you got Boston, which Jaylen Brown is balling out of his mind. Like, I knew he was this good, but I didn't think he was.
But him and Jason, they both hooping. They hooping, bro.
God.
I haven't seen nothing like it.
He has to compete with that team.
Yep.
And
you can't forget about the Bucks. You can't forget about the Bucks.
And the Bucks too. The Bucks too. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think. Oh, just because they got James Harden and Kyrie and Kate, they're going to the NBA Finals. No. You got to go out there and play too.
For sure, you definitely do.
You got to go out there and play. Yep. And my thing is, Josh, you and I talk about this all the time. There's only one basketball.
That's it. And
there's
it's
only one basketball.
Hey, I'm glad you said that. So check this out. So in the first 3 games that James played with, so I should say this, the first 2 games that Harden played with KD, they won. And then Kyrie came along for the 3rd game in Cleveland and they lost. So like, is it like a Kyrie thing, or is it like they just don't know how so, what is it? Like, is it not enough basketballs for all 3, and it's just enough for 2, or what?
So I'm glad you asked me this question, right? Because I wanted to ask it. So what I think it is that Kyrie was doing whatever he was doing. He probably had mental issues.
Right.
You know, like, take your time. I'm 100% all for players taking their time off. I just think that he could have handled it a better way and just communicating with at least his head coach and the GM and say, hey, I need some time off to go get my mental right?
Right.
But Kyrie took his time off to do whatever he needed to do, right? Mm-hmm. And then when he left, James Harden wasn't there.
Yeah.
James Harden got traded.
When he was gone.
He sees how well they're playing.
Right.
He's like, let me get back.
Right, yeah.
I want to get back because I don't want people to say, oh, the Nets are winning with just James Harden
and KD. Like they don't need him. Yeah.
So he's like, let me get back because I don't want to make it seem like I'm messing up the chemistry. I only played 2 games, so the chemistry's not really there,
right?
As it's going to be later on down the line. So I think Kyrie, in the back of his mind, he's like, I need to get back before people say they don't need Kyrie because they already was saying it.
For sure.
They already was saying it. So when he gets back, what Kyrie do? He shot the first 3 balls. I'm looking at the game, Josh. I text you.
Yeah.
I text you at the end of the game because I'm like, Kyrie got something on his mind already.
Oh, for sure.
He's like, people are saying that he need. Bro, they were calling him Alfred. Mm-hmm. They said Batman and Robin and calling him Alfred. He hears this.
Yep.
He's like, me, Alfred? You got me messed up.
For sure.
So he comes in, he shoots 24 shots.
Mm-hmm.
James Harden shoots like 12 or 14 shots.
Yep.
And KD gonna get his, right?
Yeah, KD gonna get his regardless of on the team.
That's not gonna work with James Harden being the 3rd leading scorer.
Yeah, for sure.
He can't be the 3rd option. James Harden has to be 1 or 2.
So does Kyrie take the back seat? Does he become that third option?
He's gonna have to, bro. And what I mean by this is that Kyrie's gonna have to swallow his pride. It's tough for NBA players to swallow that pride, right?
Right,
because
for sure.
I'm a superstar. I'm Kyrie. I got my own shoe. I won a championship. So my thing is, there's gonna be a tough pill for him to swallow. But if Kyrie, if you want to win a championship, somebody has to sacrifice. And then this time around, it's gonna have to be you. You're probably gonna have to take that back seat. They had an opportunity to win that game against the Cavaliers. Kyrie took it upon himself to take the ball full length of the court to try to get a layup and turn the ball over.
Yep.
Turn it over. I think it was like an offensive
foul.
foul.
Yeah, he came across Saxon.
My thing is, you've been off for so long. You missed like the last 4 or 5 games. You think that you could come back and you have the right to just take those shots like KD and James Harden has been there?
Been there, yeah, for sure.
They've been there.
But I feel like that's when I understand like Kyrie he's won a ring, but I feel like that's when KD step in and let him know how he got to go about winning a ring, because it was a difference between when Kyrie won a ring and when KD won a ring, because KD had the Stephs, the Clay, the Draymonds. He had 3 other players that were pretty good with the supporting cast plus him, and then Kyrie, it was just him, Bron, and they had like a good supporting cast, but they didn't have no other superstars. So KD understand what it takes and how some people had to take the back seat. Like, you might not like it, but like if you want to win a championship, you definitely gotta, like you said, you gotta take a back seat, and you might not score 30, 25 a night. You might just get a good 16 to 20, 22 points. Like that's gonna be okay, because you're gonna feel good once you got that championship. But like you said, I don't feel like that's the type of player that Kyrie is. Which leads me to the next question. Do you think Kyrie Irving is going to leave, or is he going to want to leave Brooklyn after this season?
That's tough, because I think that you have to give some scenarios. So scenarios have to play out. If they win a championship, I don't think he leaves, because they put them in a position to win a championship again next year. Now, if they lose, somebody got to go.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. I think James Harden and KD, I think they're gonna be good. I think it's gonna be Kyrie that's like, I'm gone if they lose, because Kyrie.
But it may not be Kyrie's decision. The GM
true.
might want to get rid of him.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's true.
And I don't think it'd be a bad idea for a GM to get rid of him, because then you get more pieces. Because I think that they need more pieces now. I don't think DeAndre Jordan gets it done for them this year. And the reason why I say that is that because DeAndre Jordan is not the same player that he once was.
Yeah,
he depended on lobs. He was so athletic. He had a lot of energy on defense. He doesn't have that much energy as he used to. So I think that in getting James Harden, they had to take a loss on Jared Allen. Jared Allen was going to be he was a vital piece to that team, because he's athletic, he's active, he's don't care about scoring. But when you look up, he got 12 points off of just putbacks.
Yeah. And
so they're going to have to figure something out. I would honestly, and this is just me, maybe I'm hard on Kyrie, but I would trade Kyrie today to see if I can get some pieces, because I think all you need is a James Harden and a KD. Honestly, that's my thoughts on it.
Because they definitely did look real good playing together. They look real good and comfortable. You'd have thought they've been playing together for a while.
Karis LeVert was on that team too. They got rid of him.
Man, bro. Like I understand like a player like James Harden, but like they really took a lot of good role players away from them. So I could see like you said, like them missing those players, and now they got to rely more so on the KDs, the James Hardens, and the Kyries.
But to answer your question, and we can move on, I think that if they meet up with the Lakers in the championship game, I'm going Lakers. The reason I'm going Lakers is because they've been there before and they got the best player in the world and LeBron James, and it's just going to work out that way, man.
For sure, I definitely agree with you on that. Lakers all the way. To be honest, I don't see Brooklyn just coming in this year and just going straight to the finals, but could be wrong. I feel like they're going to have to do some growing up, some evaluating to see like, like I got to step back or I got to step up or whatever. But I just don't see them being in the finals. Yeah,
it's a lot going on. They got a new coach coach who's never coached before in his like career. This is like, any level. This is his first time coaching. And then you also got some new pieces over there. So they got some figuring out to do. I wouldn't automatically put them in the finals. If they get to the finals, then I wouldn't be surprised if they get there. But I'm not going to automatically say, yeah, they're going to the finals. But
For sure, I agree with you on that one.
yeah. So, man, let's get into, I'm big on shoes. You big on shoes. I think that I introduced you to shoes. You might tell me I'm wrong, but
I picked
when we was in college,
50.
I had way more shoes than you, man.
Oh, you did for sure.
I had
for
way
sure.
more shoes than you, and I used to put you on shoes. Now it's the other way around, where you look like you got a house full of shoes, like you like Foot Locker, and I ain't got nothing over here. But let's get into your top three, and I'll give my top three. You want me to start first, or you go first?
I'll start off.
Go ahead. What's your top three, man? I want to hear this, dude.
All right. So my first pair is the University Red Dunks. It's a plain, simple white and red shoe. You can dress it up, dress it down, and go with anything. I feel like some people, they gonna be like, what? Top three? But hey, it's clean and it's easy to put on an outfit, whatever event or occasion you gotta
sweats?
go to.
That's what we wear these days. Sweats, bro.
Sweats or jeans. You could like I said, you can dress it up, dress it down, however you want to. And then my second one is the Off-White Cell 4s. Them things is fire. You know, me and you, we was looking for them things. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know we both was looking for them things.
Hey, the reason why I don't want to bring that back up, man. I'm hurt. I'm still hurt on them things, man. Sneakers up. I am not a fan of you all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Y'all need to figure that out, man, because them bots got y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell you, there's no way I wake up every Saturday morning and don't get no shoes, bro.
And you wake up super early for them.
Early.
But my third shoe, I'm gonna keep it in the Off-White family, in the Cell family, the Off-White 5 cells. And I'm personally...
You are hype beast, bro.
Whatever you're saying.
You just put 2 Off-White shoes in your Jordan in your sneaker collection, bro.
Bro, I feel like you hate
No.
because I was actually able to get this pair.
No.
I think you hate because I was actually able to get this pair.
I am, but that's not the conversation that I just said. You literally are a hype beast. You just put 2 Off-White shoes in your top 3.
They nice shoes, they good shoes. 2020, them were the best shoes, bro. Like you heard my 3. Let's hear your 3 now. Let's hear your 3. Let's hear it. Come on.
I think it's only right that I start mine off with a sleeper too.
Okay.
To match your sleeper. So I'm gonna go first with the UNC 3s. Those were slept on. People slept on them. I got them. I was like, I'm glad I did not tweak on these, bro.
I should have got
those shoes are nice, man. You can pretty much wear those with anything too, as you're saying, man. Dress them up, dress them down, however you want to do. Those nice, man. I would pick those over any shoe that came out, just to, if I had an option.
Right.
Then I'll go Off-White, the black Off-White 5s. The reason why I'm gonna go with those.
Fire.
The reason why I'm gonna go with those, Josh, is when those first hit, you and I had a long conversation.
About
we was at All-Star Weekend in Chicago, and we seen people walking in with them. We was like, damn.
But we peeped them. We was talking about them like a week before that. We was already plotting like, all right, we finna be in the city.
Yeah.
How we gonna go after them? And then, of course, we struck out. We struck out, of course.
Yeah, but my thing is, we courtside at Celebrity Game. We was at the Celebrity Game, and we seen people just walk in.
Come on now, yeah. And the event we was at, it's like everybody gonna walk in with them.
Yeah. We had some heat on too, though. Don't tweet though.
Oh, damn.
We still have some heat on. People was thirsty,
sure.
man. Those shoes came out that day. They had them on that day. Like they was thirsty, bro. We had our ones. We had some heat on. But
some heat on for sure.
So that's that pair. Now I'm gonna just go.
Be careful what you pick.
I'm going off the dome, bro. I'm going off the dome. See, you had Jordans pretty plain. I'm going off the dome. My last pair.
I didn't. I did not.
My last pair.
Don't say nothing boo-boo.
The Mocha ones. Boy, the reason why I'm saying those is because you and I had a conversation about me getting them or us getting them, and you literally said not to get them.
Don't get them. Like I said,
what?
Man, Travis Scott.
That's you a hype beast. That's what I'm saying.
No,
you just said the Off-White ones, another designer that's not Nike related. Then you go to Travis Scott. Travis Scott put his thing, bro. You're the type of person if Travis Scott. Matter of fact, Travis Scott dropped a hamburger, you went and got it. Probably. You probably went to go get a hamburger. because it's Travis Scott. You probably one of the people that knocked the sign off of McDonald's. Like, I'm gonna put that on eBay and sell it. My thing is, bro, you can say those are the knockoff poor man Travis Scott. I don't care. I'm poor. Give them to me. I'm poor.
That's how poor you.
I'm broke. I want them. I want them. And I wasn't gonna say, man, I'm getting these in place of the Travis Scotts. I ain't trying to get the Travis Scotts. I like the Travis Scotts, but those are just like the all whites. I'm not gonna wake up and have it be pissed off about them. The local ones are nice, bro. I seen them on a couple of people. I seen them on a couple of people. They're really nice, bro. You're tweaking on them. So you and your girl, bro, I'm pissed at y'all, man. Y'all told me not to get them. I know I had a good chance to get them. There's people out there that think like y'all that said they was trash, but them local ones
they
is
were
cold,
trash.
bro.
That's why they was sitting. Them things was sitting for a minute.
They sold out. They were
sitting in stores for a minute.
Because there's people that thinking like y'all, like people are gonna
they
think that these are the
boo-boo.
Travis Scotts.
Boo-boo.
No, man, people are hype beasts, bro.
But what made me mad though, bro, is like people started putting pink laces in them, bro. Like they really want them to be Travis Scott's bad, bro. Poor man, Travis Scott. Yes, bro. A lot of people start putting.
That's fine. But anyways, my top three is better than your top three.
No,
my top three is better than your top three. If y'all think Job top three is better than my top three, put it down below. Let's have a conversation about it.
Yep. And also, let us know what y'all top three is. Let us know what y'all top three is.
What's y'all top three of 2020? Don't get into 21.
Yeah. We're not. 2021 got some heat already, but. Yeah, 2020.
We talk about that another time.
If you like that content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, sir. So don't forget to hit the notification bell.